What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Strictly Diecast episode. I know you guys are probably like, we just saw you, why are you posting another video? But like I stated, I have tons of stuff to show you guys, and I want to try to get it shown all before the end of the year. So that means a lot of content, and which, you know, if you thoroughly enjoy my channel, which I hope each and every one of you do, hopefully you won't have a problem with that. I'm going to try to keep this video on the shorter side of things. I know my last video was a little bit longer, but I really do appreciate all of the kind and positive words you guys gave me on my last minute custom for Diecast Graveyard, the super huge, ginormous build off. Really curious on how I'm going to do on that. Hopefully I do very good and get some points. It is point based, but yeah, so in this video we are going to look at not one but two RLCs, and then I'm going to show you guys a custom. This is the one that I got done for Anthony over at Bullet Tony Customs. He was super excited whenever he opened that package up. Not only just because of that custom, but because of the other awesome thing that I sent him. It was actually something I had in my collection for a couple days before I shipped it off to him, which was cool to see one in person, but I'm not going to spoil it. So if you have not checked out that video yet, please go over there and check out that video. I'll put it over here so you guys know which one it is. It's an awesome video, and it'll be sure to put a smile on your face. So first and foremost here, I told Curbs, his last video that he posted, he showed off this 4-pack set of Johnny Lightning, and it was a like a Marvel like comics set, and I recognized two cars in that set, and those two cars being this Dodge Viper, and then this is a GMC Cyclone. But I told you, Curbs, got them right here. Got the truck and the Dodge Viper. There was two other ones in that set. I forget what they are exactly, but it's definitely it has to be a pretty old set, because these are from my childhood, so my parents had to have bought me that whenever I was very young. So it is cool to still have these two cars, and I did not know that they were from a 4-pack. So pretty sure I've showed this Viper off. This is one that my mom sent over, and then my son probably took that from my mom's house to bring over. So that is very awesome. Let me get a drink here. No, this is not beer. I'm not partying on a school night. Even though it is my last week of work, thankfully, which is awesome. Get a nice week or so off, and definitely looking forward to that. So first RLC we are going to look at here is my Porsche 964. This is the Magnus Walker one. This is the one that just released last week, I believe. I was successful in getting this, luckily. It was only limit 1 per account, which probably made it a little bit easier for people to get this, luckily. But yeah, when I saw this, I had to have it. For one, I love Porsche, and two, I love Magnus Walker there, Urban Outlaw, and this mint spectraflame with like the brown stripes and the brown, like the interior's all done up there with like the seats, the nice like brown gold wheels on it. This thing just looks fantastic. Super nice car. There's the back of it. Got the, obviously, the official license of Porsche on the back. So yeah, that thing is just absolutely beautiful. So kind of makes up for not getting the Integra, but still a very nice piece nonetheless. So I'm very glad that that came in. Oh, and by the way, I also got this shipped with no packing slip, which I guess they did away with that. And then I also did not even get a bag of air. It was literally just thrown in the box and taped. So yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'll touch on that later. But yeah, Mattel is definitely not doing too good in the RLC department. But I picked up a pretty much grail RLC piece, one I have wanted for probably over a year now. I first saw it on Lamley's channel. He was updating his RLCs and his cases that he has, and he picked up an older one, and it's one I never even knew they made. And whenever I saw it, granted he obviously opened it up, but whenever I saw it in person, I absolutely fell in love with it. I was just like, I gotta get one of those. And they are not cheap. I did get a very, very good deal on this one. But, and also I apologize, my wife is up above me and the floor is very squeaky. But yeah, they are not cheap. These things go anywhere from at least $200 to $300. This is actually from 2008, so only 7,500 were made. So a lot different than the ones that are made today, that is for sure. So it is truly a very limited edition piece. And I love everything about it. I love the card art, I love the model itself, how it is done. And right now, why don't you guys put in the comments, I did I didn't really sneak peek it, but I did on my Instagram say that I got one, and only actually one person knows what I got. So, but yeah, put in the comments if you want to take a guess. But I was on eBay late last Saturday night and kind of just looking at a couple, and then I found one, and I cannot believe that I got it for the price that I did. I was bouncing back and forth between whether or not I should pull the trigger on it or not, but I did get a Christmas bonus from work, and I was like, you know what? He had a couple pictures of it up, and for the price and stuff, I knew it wasn't probably going to last long, so I pulled the trigger on it, and luckily it came and it's in pristine condition, and I got a freaking deal on this thing, guys. But it is this is number 3 of 6, so I'm not sure. I guess they had maybe different series or something, or I think these might have been cars that didn't have real riders on them, and then they decided to put them on, so they kind of re-released them. But it's number 3 of 6. This is the 1980 El Camino. And it is going to be very hard to show the special paint on this thing. But, oh wow, there we go. So right there, as you guys can see, it has some ghost flames on it, which is super awesome, along with those gray and red stripes. And then also, on the bottom there, on the bottom of like the door going along the side, it also has the ghost flames. But stripes continue in the back there. But this thing, I don't know what it was, but whenever I saw it in the black with like those ghost flames and like just the chrome wheels, I had to have it, guys. I absolutely had to have it. And like I said, I could not find one at a very reasonable price, so I just kind of held off on getting one. There was a few here and there on some Facebook pages, but didn't have the money at the time. So yeah, put that Christmas bonus to good use. But yeah, fully detailed on the front there. Get those flames going. This thing just looks so freaking good. So cool thing about it is that the one Lamley got, his was 6,891, and I got 6,971. So that's pretty cool. It's almost like 100 off of the one he bought. But yeah, and then there's the front of it again. It's pretty cool that yeah, the what is that? Oh yeah, Real Riders. Sorry, I didn't know if it said Real Riders or Hot Wheels on the tire there. That's all done in chrome, but just such a throwback, like a, just, I don't know, it's just like a cool nostalgic piece for me in my collection. I do not have any on this type of card, so yeah. And like I said, there's the number there, so it's really cool. But yeah, I am super stoked to finally get this piece in my collection. And this is just the kind of stuff that I'm really going to be going after, trying to, you know, really go after some of those harder to get pieces and stuff, at least personally for me in my collection. So that one, along with the Porsche, is going up on the RLC wall, which I still got to take some stuff down and rearrange it and stuff like that, but that is for a later date. So I have rambled on long enough. I know my customs part is about 10 minutes and we're approaching 10 minutes, so gonna hopefully keep it right around the 20-minute mark. But again, I greatly appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day and just, you know, 20 minutes and kicking back and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. And then real quick, I also will be showing off the custom I made for Cecil in the next video. And then I also plan on doing probably like a 10 car Free It Friday as well, along with showing off another custom. So like I said, guys, tons of content. Just bear with me here. I'm just trying to get it all out there so you guys have something to enjoy over, like if you have a holiday break or just over the holidays in general. So, and if you don't have the time to watch every single one, so be it. I completely understand. I'm not going to sit here and hound you saying you got to watch my videos. So with that being said, we will get the camera flipped around here and take a look at the custom that I made for my man Bullet Tony Customs. All right, guys, so coming at you with another custom here. I know, like I said, that I've been trying to crank them out, and I really have, because my window for getting them done, or at least getting them painted, is very much running out. So this one is pretty special to me. Well, that's because who it is going to. He's been a homie. We have really kicked it off over this past year or so, and that is my man Anthony over at Bullet Tony Customs. I know I say all the time, but I mean that dude is my brother from another mother down there in Florida. We have a great connection. We've done a lot together, not physically obviously because I live in Pennsylvania and he lives down in Florida, but as many of you guys know, we collaborated on that St. Jude's skyline together. He has sent me a couple customs that he's done, like even ones that were personalized to me, which is awesome. I also sent him that Datsun 510 coupe that a lot of you guys liked, and he did too, that red and black one. So I kind of wanted, this also falls in line with a care package that I threw together for him for like a late birthday / early Christmas box for him, but he obviously already has gotten that box and has seen this. This is just obviously the behind the scenes of the custom that I did for him. So without any further ado, without me rambling on any longer, I will show you guys what I came up with, and that is a Datsun 510 Wagon. So I've had this idea in my head for quite some time now. I don't have any definite answer for any of you asking what was my reasoning behind doing this. I just, well, I guess I do have a little bit of a reasoning. Back in the day, back in like the early 2000s, in the Formula Drift series, there was the aftermarket tuning brand RSR. They had a bunch of drift cars and they were all bright white and red. Really cool liveries. I'll throw up a couple pictures of them so you guys can see if you're not familiar with them. But they really just capture your eye. I've always loved those cars, and I know Anthony actually has a model of one of those. I really need to get my hands on one of those because I love those cars, which I think his is an IS300 if I'm not mistaken. But so I guess that's kind of like what I was thinking with this. Obviously with the white and the red, as you can see here. But yeah, I picked out this, these are actually two separate water slides. I'll go over all that later, but kind of just do this thing from the ground up here. First and foremost, this is not just your everyday Hot Wheels Datsun 510 wagon. I know probably to the naked eye it probably looks like that, but I actually did something a little bit different with this one. It's not a major difference. Maybe some of you have spotted it, maybe some of you haven't. And I don't have another one to show you guys. I should have, but this one actually, actually got a whole aftermarket set of fender flares. I ground off the stock ones there, and these are actually 3D printed ones from HHW Customs, which is actually where I got both of these sets of decals from. But yeah, so I never have done anything like this. So I ground them flat and then I glued them onto there. But after that, you're basically on your own for how you want them to mold into the rest of the car. So this is something I will definitely have to work on. It did not come out too bad on this one, but what I did was just take I found some putty and just kind of smeared it. And it's not milliput, but it's actually just like a tester's putty. It doesn't actually 100%, I mean, I'm sure it's dry by now, but it's just kind of finicky to work with. I will probably just end up using milliput or something, or like maybe like an epoxy down the line there. But yeah, I basically molded them into the car, so they are actually wider, and I think they even might be longer on the sides than the stock ones. I just wanted to try it just to see if I could do it, and I think the end result here, it definitely turned out pretty cool. So yeah, and then after that, after I got that all smoothed out, I painted it this nice gloss white color, and then yeah, these are just like a generic set of I guess they're just considered like drift decals that I did all on the side there in the red and the white. And then there was nothing to put up top there, so I was like, you know what, like I don't want to leave it. I was actually thinking about doing it like a two-tone black, like all the top half black, to kind of make it like a I don't even know, like a companion to that red and black one, that coupe I did. But I was like, nah, I'll try to figure something else out. So these are actually from, it was like the Japan exclusive one, I believe, had this top decal. There's side ones too, but I didn't use them. I just used the top part to take up the hood and the roof there. And as I'm sure you guys noticed, they did not come out 100% good, and which it really sucks. Move this out of the way for a little bit. It really sucks because it just, I don't know, like you guys know, I'm a perfectionist with this stuff, but I wanted to get this done in time to get it out to Anthony. I know that's not really an excuse or anything like that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, Jake, it's fine, it's no big deal, and I'm sure he's not going to care about it either. I did tell him about it, but yeah, so basically I did not know that I guess Hayden over at HHW said that I found this out a little bit later than I would have liked to, but he said that like all these decals were printed on really thin transfer paper or something like that. So he's like, well, basically you should just clear them, and then that stops them from splitting, because this one, as you can see right there, it split like without me barely even touching it, which really sucks. But as you guys can see, I pieced it together where if you just catch it in the light, you can see that, I mean, it completely ripped in half here, guys. But as long as you're like looking at it straight on or any other way, you can't tell. I did as good of a job as I could lining it back up. And then also in the front here, it did, this one's probably gonna be a little harder to see, but it did rip in the front there. But again, I just took my time and tried to piece it back together as best as I could. So there's a little bit of white showing up front there. The back's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, it kind of sucks. And then this one, it got a little white speck missing off of it right there, which again, in the grand scheme of things, guys, it is not that big of a deal, but just kind of sucks because I'm a perfectionist. But all in all, I just kind of wanted something else to tie in the sides and the red and everything like that. Obviously, I was going for a common theme here, so yeah. And then also the headlight decals and taillight decals all came from HHW Customs. This was a random logo I had from Jeff over at WW Replicas. That was part of a decal sheet from Hayden as well. And yeah, as far as, yeah, and then I just put some chrome on the mirrors up there, detailed out the intercooler. The base is painted gloss black. Suspension and exhaust are all done up there. And then with the turntable back up here. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys this because you probably can kind of see it, but the interior is completely black. This was actually a 55 anniversary car, or not a 55, 50th anniversary wagon, and it had a blue windshield. I actually had to get another Datsun to drill apart, and I snagged the windshield from that because the blue obviously just did not fit in with the rest of it. So yeah, I got the clear windshield on there, but yeah, I did the interior all black. I did the seats red. It does have an aftermarket steering wheel. The shifter's done up there. And yeah, and then I added another strictly diecast Rising Sun logo. On the back of it, I think the coupe had just the Rising Sun like big logo on the back windshield, so I did this, just my kind of my channel banner up there on top of the windshield, just to obviously tie in with the red and white theme as well. And then I got these 7, I think they're 7, yeah, 7-spoke red wheels. They're like a concave wheel from, they do fill up the wheels, they just kind of slide a little bit, but I got those from Mod My Ride. So yeah, I think that about covers it. Sorry if that was just a lot to take in, but there's a lot of little things, little decals and details that I did to this thing to kind of trick it out and make it personal for Anthony over there. So I really hope you enjoy it, brother, even though you will have already have received this by the time I put this out, obviously. But it was definitely a fun one to do, and yeah, I hope you guys really like it as well. And yeah, so without me rambling on any longer here, I don't think I missed anything. Please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this wagon. I think, despite the ripping of the decals, I think it turned out pretty cool. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next episode. Peace.